I've got my top 10 must-adds in fantasy baseball, and that list is coming up next on Beat the Odds. Don't go anywhere. Happy Easter and welcome back to another episode of Beat the Odds. I'm going to give you my top 10 must-adds for the week. Now, if you like this content, please smash that like button. And a special thanks goes to all of our subscribers who have been watching these videos, as you now account for 25% of all viewers. To the other 75% of viewers that haven't yet subscribed, I encourage you to do so, as it helps me create these videos for you. Also, leave a comment on a player that you think deserves to be on this list. Now, before I jump into it, I'd like to talk about a brand new way to get fantasy baseball advice. Check it out. Hey guys, I know a lot of you have burning fantasy baseball questions, and I can now get to more of those with the help of a brand new exciting product from our partner, Q Platforms. For a small fee, I will personally respond to your questions. You'll get a brief audio response sent discreetly to your email. It couldn't be easier, and I'm excited for this new way to engage. Just go to askmeonq.com/beattheodds to submit your request today. That's askmeonq, spelled QU.com/beattheodds. Or click on the link in the description box below. Q is a quick and easy way to get the information that you need to win your fantasy or DFS league. And it helps support the channel, so try it out today. Okay, let's dive right into the list. At number 10, we have Luis Campusano. 3 runs, 2 runs batted in, .333 average so far this season. The young catcher has finally locked up a full-time role in San Diego and is looking to put together a solid first full season. He's skilled at the plate, and he has the tools to provide decent value out of the catcher position. I see him as a Gabriel Moreno type of hitter with perhaps a little more power. Let's go to number 9. We have Brandon Lau. 28% owned, a run, 1 homer, 4 runs batted in, and a .375 average so far to start the year. He's currently the strong side platoon with Curtis Mead, so that's going to limit his value, but savvy managers already know to sub him out of the lineup when he's up against a southpaw. In his 39 home run season back in 2021, he had a .956 OPS against righties. He's still in his peak, so there's no reason why he can't repeat that same success this season. Just be prepared to sub him out when needed. Let's go to number 8. We have Jordan Westburg, 47% owned, a run, 3 runs batted in here in a .286 average so far. Things might get a little muddy in the Oriole infield when Jackson Holiday gets the call, but Westburg's job is a little more secure than Jorge Mateo. Owning Westburg is more about getting a piece of a lineup that's already scored 24 runs in the first 2 games of the season. Hitting in the 6th spot in the order is going to make for some good run-scoring opportunities for the second baseman. Moving on to number 7, we have Michael Conforto, 15% owned, 5 runs, 2 homers, 5 runs batted in, and a .462 average. A healthy Conforto is a roster-worthy player, and he's making loud contact right out of the gates. We have yet to see Conforto productive in a Giants jersey. It could be that this would be the first year we see that. The last full season we saw him, he had 33 homers and posted an .857 OPS. The Giants lineup is going to be fluid all season long, so there's a very good chance that if he can stay healthy and hot, he should be able to move up in the lineup. Let's go to number 6. We have Jason Foley, 40% owned. Picked up a save with 2 strikeouts and no ERA, no whip. Is there a closer change already this season in Detroit? Nothing's been made official, but looking at the first 2 games for Detroit, Foley collected the last 2 outs in the first game of the season in the opener. The supposed closer, Alex Lange, walked 3 on 28 pitches with only 8 strikes in the 8th inning of a tied game on Saturday. So even if Detroit decides not to commit to a closer, Foley is the best pitcher in that bullpen and deserves to be on your radar. Moving to number 5, we have Jose Siri, 34% owned, 2 runs scored, 3 stolen bases, and a .273 average. Siri's game is speed, plain and simple. He's aggressive at the plate. He hit 25 homers last season, but he's in the bottom 1 percentile in K rate. But it's all about the 98th percentile sprint speed. He's also a premier outfielder, which will award him more opportunities at the plate. Siri profiles as a poor man's Ellie De La Cruz, meaning similar risk but less reward, but he can be a positive contributor in both home runs and stolen bases this year. Let's go to number 4. We have J.P. Crawford, 55% owned, 2 runs, a homer, 2 runs batted in, and a .167 average so far. He should be owned in many more leagues, but it's possible that Crawford doesn't find himself on as many rosters because he doesn't steal bags. We are overlooking one major detail, however. Crawford gets on base, and he does that from the top of the order. And the Mariners have some big hitters behind him. I'm going to take a player with a shot at 100 runs in a season any day of the week. Let's go to number 3. We have Oswaldo Cabrera, 43% owned, 3 runs scored, 2 homers, 6 runs batted in, and a .538 average out of the gates. The multi-positional Cabrera is locked into an everyday role with the injury to DJ LeMahieu, and he's running away with it. He's looking like a good ad for teams wanting the flexibility to fill a spot on their lineup on a regular basis. Now, I would caution on adding Cabrera and just leaving him in your lineup all year, as he has yet to have sustained success in the majors. He's hot now, so roster him at least until DJ gets back. Let's go to number 2. We have Jordan Hicks, 59% owned, picked up a win with 6 strikeouts, no ERA, and a .80 whip. He has shaved off a couple of miles per hour off his fastball, but his command was spot on as he only walked 1 in 5 innings in his win against San Diego. Although he did have success as a high leverage reliever last season, he also had an 11.2 walk rate. I'm investing in potential, though. He's in a pitcher's park. He's got a really strong K rate and all of that. I'd just make sure to avoid all starts against the Dodgers. And finally, at number 1, we have Garrett Crochet, 31% owned. Picked up a hard luck loss with 8 strikeouts, 1.50 ERA, and a .83 whip in his first start of the season. The young left-handed hurler is looking to make a name for himself as a starter, and like Jordan Hicks, he is off to a very good start so far. Unlike Hicks, however, Crochet has added more velocity to his fastball, averaging 97.6 on his 4-seamer in his start against the Tigers. As much as chicks dig the velo, I'm a huge fan of command, and Crochet pitched a full 6 innings without allowing a walk. That works for me. And that's going to do it here for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I am going to sign off for now, but I will catch you guys on the next episode.